All right, so here are the first three problems in the individual round. The total value of exactly 10 coins is 27 cents. How many of these coins are nickels? All right, so let's take a look at that 27. There's a clue here that's going to really help us out, and that is this 7, right? The only way to get a units digit of a 7 is to have either 7 pennies, or you can have a nickel. How should I write this? Or you could have 2 pennies and a nickel. And that will get me to my 7. So those are my two options. So that'd be 1 nickel, right? Put 1 for 1 instead of n. So those are my two options. And so let's work through this. If I have 7 pennies, that means I have 3 more coins to make 20 cents. So I need to have a total of 20 cents, right? So if I have 7 more coins and I have nickels and dimes, obviously it can't be a quarter. So how can I get 20 cents? Well, I can have 2 nickels and 1 dime, or I could alternately have had 4 nickels. Sorry, yes, 4 nickels. But 4 plus 7 is 11, whereas 7 plus 2 plus 1 is 10, and it says I have exactly 10 coins. So I've already hit on the answer right now. The answer is 2 nickels. In this case, I could have had, I'm going to go through it anyways, I could have had 2 more nickels for a total of 3 and a dime. So that doesn't equal 10. So it's 15, yeah. 2 plus 3 plus 1 is 6. So obviously that's not going to work out either. So the answer has to be 2. All right, number 2. The number of people in the math club is a multiple of 7. When 3 more people are joined, the number of people in the club is now a multiple of 4. What is the least number of people in the club after those 3 people join? All right, so let's look at the multiples of 7, because we know the original math club has 7 kids in it, right? Or as a multiple of 7 kids. So we have 7, or 14, or 21, or 28, or 35. And I'm just going to stop there. And so now let's look at multiples of 4, because now when 3 more people join, it's now a multiple of 4. So I'm looking for a number that is a multiple of 4 that happens to be 3 more than one of my multiples of 7. So let's look at the multiples of 4. Now obviously we have 4, and then we have 8, then we have 12, then we have 16, then we have 20. So far I don't have anything that's 3 more than one of my multiples of 7 are. Then I have 24. Uh-oh. Is the difference of these two teams 3? It is. So to move on, I could keep going on. I could say then we have 28. And notice how I'm lining them up sequentially, kind of like a number line, which really helps. So anyways, I've noticed that 24 and 21 are 3 apart, and the multiple of 4 is greater by 3. So I know that I now have 24 people in my club. So the question is, what is the least number of people after those 3 join the club? And it is 24. All right. Last problem. The difference between 1/3 of a number and 1/5 of a number is 4. What is the number? That looks off-putting, doesn't it? Well, but it's actually not that bad, because we know that the number is 4. And is, by the way, is equals when you write equations. So I'm going to turn this into an equation, and I'm going to rationalize through it. So I know the difference between 1/3 of a number, that means 1/3 of a number, 1/3 times n, And difference means subtraction. So the difference, that's subtraction, between 1/3 of a number, that's 1/3 times n, and 1/5 of the number is 4. So I want to get used to writing equations, but that's actually not the easiest way to do this. The easiest way to do this is to realize that since you have a whole number answer, that the number that we're looking for has to be a multiple of both 3 and 5. Can you think of any multiples that are, or any numbers that are multiples of 3 and 5? That's right, 15. So 1/3 of 15 minus 1/5 of 15 is equal to 4. 1/3 of 15 is 5. 1/5 of 15 is 3, is 2. So this did not work. But I noticed 2 and 4 have a relationship. What did you multiply 2 by to get 4? You multiplied it by 2. So that must mean that this number here must be twice as big. What's twice as big as a 15? 30. So let's try 30. 1/3 of 30 minus 1/5 of 30. And so 1/3 of 30 is 10. 1/5 of 30 is 6. And we get a difference of 4. So the question is, what is the number? Well, the number is 30.